matter.
I'd like to give the floor to colleague David Martin for 2 minutes.
Thank you, President. Daniel Caspary knows full well that he is not equating like with like. Firstly, the Palestinians are the occupied, not the occupiers. And secondly, the agricultural upgrade was relatively minor compared to the millions, if not billions, that could eventually be available to Israeli companies if we approve this so-called technical upgrade. It is not a technical upgrade. It will benefit immediately Israeli pharmaceutical companies. It is also not something being done in the interest of the European Union, Mrs Dodds, because there is no evidence that it would save the European or the UK National Health Service a single penny. This is not the time, in my opinion, to be upgrading our relationship with Israel. If we believe in policy cohesion, we have to have some interaction between our trade policy, our human rights policy and our foreign policy. Mr Murphy has rightly said that Israel is engaged in the collective punishment of Gaza against all human rights norms, against all international norms. There is no question about it. Even the Israelis do not deny it. For the misdemeanours of a few, the whole of Gaza is being punished. We also know, of course, that Israel has continued to expand its settlements in the Middle East. These settlements are illegal under international law and threaten to make a two-state solution impossible. The EU has repeatedly urged the government of Israel to immediately end all settlement activities in the West Bank, including in East Jerusalem, in line with its obligations under the roadmap. Not my words, but the words of the High Representative of the European Union. So how can the High Representative put out a press release like this and then the Trade Minister, the Trade Commissioner, come along and say we should approve rewarding Israel for its policies? There is no cohesion there. There is no logic to such a position in the European Union. Let me make it clear, and other speakers have made it clear, this is not about being anti-Israel. This is about being anti the current Israeli government and anti the current Israeli government's policies. That is why initially I hoped to postpone a decision, so that if we do get a better Israeli government, we do get better Israeli policies, we could pass this protocol and we could enhance our relationship with Israel.
Thank you very much. Dear colleagues, as you know, there are so many wishes to speak and we have to finish for 6 o'clock for voting. Therefore, I will be very strict regarding the timing. The next speaker in 1 minute is Mr. Rinaldi from the ALDE.